In fact, they probably had somebody that was doing just the opposite, saying, yes, you can, yes, you can, yes, you can, yes, you can. And when it came to that point, they knew, yes, I can. And that's the secret. That's what comes from meditation. Reprogramming deep within yourself. Universal mind goes to everyone. What this means, now let me finish, this is the last two lines. What this means is that your experience in life is exactly what you are convinced of. Your experience in this life is exactly what you are convinced of. You're convinced of it. You've made up your mind about it. If everything is falling apart, you're convinced that this is the way it has to be. If everything is not working, if you hate your job, if you hate the people around you, you're convinced of that because that's the way you've been programmed. But it can be changed. And when you no longer feel that way, you'll no longer be limited to that job you hate. You'll no longer be limited to those circumstances that are causing you all those problems. You'll no longer be limited to those sicknesses that have been plaguing you. There's no reason for it. You say, I desire success. I want to be healthy. But the subconscious programming knows otherwise. See what I'm telling you? You're saying consciously, this is what I want, but subconsciously what's going to manifest itself is just the opposite. Because you don't even know that everything you've taken in from those who thought they were helping you have created this horror. The Garden of Eden is filled with weeds. Huh? And so, what does it say? It says you have been made caretaker of the vineyard. You have been made to prune the vineyard. Now you can get into the vineyard and you can watch the vineyard and you can start to plant trees and you can start to plant the tree of life. And all of these things will start to grow in the vineyard.